Still here.
Hello. Okay, cool. Anyway, everything is updated now. Let's get back to it. So, yeah. But yeah, I see what you mean by the, uh, shoot. I can't even speak now. I, we were talking about, like you try and, like, put as many moons as possible into the Odyssey.
Yeah, like I got
Yeah.
far. Like there was only like 2 or 3 moons I didn't get that I could have gotten. Like I didn't actually like buy the moons. I only bought like one from all those worlds. So
I mean, that's the only quote-unquote required amount you need, unless you want to get the 999 moons.
nah, I stopped at like 900. But so yeah, I had like 300 at the start, and then I just jumped to 700 something or other.
Hmm.
And like the 1 or 2 moves I didn't get, like the one I didn't get, I know was the volleyball one, like the 100 volleyball count.
Oh, that one I got by cheating.
Yeah, I tried using the 2-player Cappy trick, but it still was kind of difficult for me.
Hmm. What made it so difficult?
Just trying to keep up with the balloon or the volleyball.
Makes sense. Offhand, when you look at these Koopas that are climbing these metal grates, the ones that are on my side right now, when I saw their heads as a kid, I always thought, wow, why are they wearing tiny little hats, not realizing those are their noses?
Huh.
Yeah. I never realized that when I was like, look at this guy. Like, if you look at the top of his head, it's clearly his nose, but for when I was a kid, I thought it was a hat.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see it now because, like, I kind of see what a Koopa that it is, but I've had plenty of moments as a kid growing up, like, just missed seeing, like, what certain sprites were. So, like, Aghanim from A Link to the Past, like, there, if you, like, Google, like, what we see and what Aghanim actually looks like, people will show you different images of what they thought Aghanim was.
What did you see?
So there's, like Aghanim's wearing like some sort of like crown or like crest on his head. I always thought that
Yeah.
was like his mouth. Like he's always opening his mouth. Like if he looks like Porky from Earthbound, basically.
Oh my god, I just died to Iggy!
Noob.
I am such a noob! How did I die to Iggy?
Wow.
Anyway, continue.
But yeah, like the crest, the crown or whatever on Aghanim's head, I always thought it was his like face or mouth. So he looked like he was like always opening his mouth or whatever.
Oh my god, you actually... Okay, you know what? I can actually see that, so I take that back. I think I can get it.
Like, there's other stories. Like, my brother in Final Fantasy VI, like, there's an enemy, like, it's your typical, like, dragon-looking enemy. And for whatever reason, my brother, like, mistook the horns growing out of the head as sunglasses for the dragon.
Really?
Yes. Like, he never saw the eyes, so he saw the horns as the eyes, as sunglasses for whatever reason.
That's weird. But I can kind of understand that. You know, when I was rescuing these eggs as a kid, I thought these eggs were like Yoshi's babies. I didn't realize they were actually Yoshi's friends, apparently.
Oh no.
And I was like, wait, so who's Yoshi's... But, like, think of it now, I'm like, wait, so who was Yoshi's mate?
The other Yoshi.
There's only one Yoshi.
I mean, they're all males.
Well, technically, they're, quote-unquote genderless.
I guess so. I'm just going off of, like, that, one codec call from Smash Brothers Brawl.
Oh, I remember that. Oh, god. The codec calls were hilarious.
Oh god, yes.
Do you like the Palutena ones?
They're funny. Though I feel like they missed some opportunities with Palutena commenting on Shulk and Ike, respectively.
Like what?
Like you've played through what was it? Xenoblade, right?
Yep.
So you know that's what the Monato's like gimmick is by the end of the game, right?
Yeah, you can see the future and you can control the universe, basically.
Like, wasn't there like 3 icons that determine like what it can hurt, like machines?
Yeah.
And then by the end, you can hurt deities. So I figured Palutena would comment about that, saying like the Monado is like a god-killing weapon or something.
Yeah.
But no, they didn't do that. And in the case for Ike, it's the same kind of deal. The blade that he's wielding is actually like a blade that.
Really quick, Orion. I think I fucked up and put Yoshi in such a position that I can't jump back on top of him.
Noob.
Whoops! Anyway, go ahead.
So yeah, in Ike's respective Fire Emblem games, the sword he's using, Ragnell,
Yeah.
it's like in story, it's supposed to be blessed by a goddess that can hurt other gods. So I was hoping there would be some comment from Palutena commenting about how Ike or the blade is like something you should be very afraid as, even as a god.
Sadly, no. I really hope Rex from Xenoblade 2 gets added to Smash Switch game. That would be cool.
That would be interesting.
I'll be honest, I love Xenoblade 2 so much. Like, have I ever shown you how many hours I played that game?
I don't think so.
Okay, I have over 210 hours in it.
Yeah.
So, like, I played it more than Breath of the Wild, apparently.
Huh. Nice.
Ah! Alright, let's see if I can take this secret exit. Yes, I can. Awesome.
I just noticed on your like edited title of your stream, like you only just simply changed which game was being played, but the first part's still applicable.
I know, that's why I didn't change it. Like, why would I, like, it, yeah, like, it's as you said, it's still applicable, so yeah. Ah, jeez. Stupid baseballs. Anyway, but yeah, I love Xenoblade 2 a lot. I really hope that Rex gets added into Smash. That'd be a really big thing for me. I think he also have a unique moveset compared to Shulk as well.
Oh no, you lost Yoshi.
Ah, well, I don't care.
For me, my like ideal character I want to see it in like Smash 5 would be Professor Layton.
Oh, that'd be cool, but I don't know if Nintendo is allowed to use him without permission from level 5.
I mean, considering that Professor Layton is mostly a Nintendo-known product, like it'd probably be easy to get the rights for Layton.
I mean, Nintendo of America publishes the Layton games. At least the console ones, yeah.
Yeah, so it would at least probably be easy for the legal rights, like probably easier than they did with Snake and Sonic and Brawl.
Probably. Damn it. I like how Mario still does the peace sign even though he got nothing out of that bonus game.
I mean, he wins.
He wins nothing. Good day, sir.
Everybody wins.
You win nothing! Good day, sir!
But how can you tell a machine exactly what they can use with a lifetime supply of chocolate?
Wait, what?
That's like earlier on in the Chocolate Factory movie.
Like telling a machine what to do with a lifetime supply?
Yeah, like that was back at like near the beginning when the golden tickets were being passed around.
Oh, right. I remember that now.
I will now tell the computer exactly what it can do with a lifetime supply of chocolate.
Oh god. It's been so long since I've seen that movie, but that was hilarious. I like that one woman who was like, like her husband was in danger, and everybody's like, you can save him now if you surrender your 1 bar of Willy Wonka's chocolate. And she was like thinking about it, and then the dude's like, madam, your husband's life is on the line, and then she's still thinking about it.
Jesus Christ.
That's still one of the most hilarious things I saw.
I mean, at least it's not social commentary, am I right?
Ba-ba-la-dum-bum-bum. Alright. Finding all the secret exits because I know this game so well. Anyway, shoot, what were we talking about before we started talking about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
What we would want in the next Smash game.
Oh yeah.
So you wanted a character from Xenoblade 2. I wanted Professor Layton.
Oh yeah, we were talking about like the legal status of trying to get him into the game. I think Phoenix Wright would be amazing because he's kind of tied into the Nintendo's handheld systems as well.
And since they are probably going to continue with Mega Man, it would at least be sort of like a jumping off point for that other, like, legal battle. But then again, that would also mean Capcom is having 2 fighters with Phoenix Wright in their games, right?
You forgot Ryu.
Oh yeah, Ryu. But what I mean, I guess that kind of defeats my point. But I was thinking like the Marvel vs. Capcom series.
Yeah.
Then again,
I mean, that's only if Capcom wants to make a Nintendo versus Capcom, would they?
I mean, 2 characters isn't really a Capcom versus Nintendo. It would be kind of interesting seeing that crossover, but it probably wouldn't be called Smash by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, absolutely not. It'd be just Capcom versus Nintendo. Personally though, I don't trust Capcom making fighting games anymore. I'd rather see Arc System Works making a Nintendo fighting game. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like there was some kind of debacle going on with the recent Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah, like it's basically like they put all their money into the DLC, and they put like bare minimum effort into the fighters that are actually in the game. Like they gave them really bad models that they took from Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and they also recycled movesets from characters they aren't allowed to use by putting them into other characters. Like they basically put Deadpool and Wesker's movesets into Gamora, if I recall correctly. Something like that.
That makes that one image like critique comic I saw of Marvel vs. Capcom, where someone basically showed the reason that Marvel vs. Capcom is being some sort of like Frankenstein monster.
Yeah, that's literally it, to be honest. What else was there?
Like other characters who Smash?
Yeah. I was going to mention that even though Capcom has 2 characters, Bayonetta technically is also a Sega character. You know what I mean?
Right.
So technically, there's also 2 Sega characters in that game. Although everybody agrees that Bayonetta is basically a Nintendo character now.
From the looks of it.
Because like, yeah, did you see Hideki Kamiya's tweets?
I think I've heard about them, but I didn't see about the tweets yet.
Okay, so basically he has stated that Nintendo has become integral with Bayonetta's series, because Nintendo is the only ones who are actually interested in the Bayonetta brand, because everybody else is like, I don't care, I don't want to fund it. So it's like from the beginning, when they wanted to make a Bayonetta 3, they went to Nintendo, was like, hey, you want to fund this? And Nintendo was like, hell yeah, we want to fund this!
It's like an interesting turnaround. Like, so the other companies don't care as much, but I remember when Bayonetta 2 was announced for being a Wii U exclusive, like the outburst was pretty strong.
Yeah,
But
like they were like, why is this a Nintendo system exclusive? It was never on Nintendo systems before, even though we got a port of it.
but now it's like.
Speaking of which, yeah, go on.
Or, no, go on.
No, I was going to say, speaking of which, the Bayonetta 1 and 2 are coming out this week for Switch.
Oh, nice.
I already made a pre-order for it.
Good. Yeah, like, just so the like game companies don't care, but the fans do. It's like turn of events.
I mean, basically, it's like, yeah, basically, no one wanted to fund Bayonetta because they were not well-selling games. But I think Nintendo basically wanted Bayonetta because they wanted an M-rated action game for their system, and basically Bayonetta is kind of considered a Nintendo IP now.
Hey, adopted Bayonetta.
Yeah. So it's kind of appropriate that Bayonetta won the character poll in Smash 4.
I kind of expected that. Like, so the when they had that like Nintendo Direct revealing the character poll, like at the end they were like, and now we reached the climax of our Direct, and I just immediately bursted out saying like Bayonetta's in Smash, and my brother was just like, hold on, let them actually talk it out first.
Oh God.
So like, I'm trying to remember what his prediction was. Like, he was trying to like infer the voice being said, and out comes Bayonetta, and I'm like, bitch, I'm right.
Okay, I'll tell you what happened. I was with my friend watching the Direct, and we were like really excited seeing the new characters. We were legitimately shocked that Corrin got announced. We were like, it's too soon! The game hasn't even came out in English yet! And then, like, basically when Sakurai said climax, I had an inkling it might have been Bayonetta. Like, I didn't think it was Bayonetta. I was like, climax, where have I heard climax before? And then we saw, like, on screen, it's like, oh my god, are we actually getting a new Kid Icarus character? And then, like, once I saw that they cut to the moon and I heard a female voice, I was like, what female character do I know that has a moon related to her? And I was like, motherfucking Bayonetta! So yeah, I called it just as she popped up on screen.
I only knew like as soon as they said climax, like I just like I said burst out saying Bayonetta because I've been watching my brother play a lot of Bayonetta beforehand, so I'm familiar with the terms they use.
Yeah,
So I'm just thinking, say it.
But yeah, like, I'm just basically saying that Bayonetta's now basically a Nintendo IP, and you shouldn't be surprised if she's in the next Smash game.
Hopefully.
Apparently, wait, what?
Oh, sorry, what?
No, go ahead. What were you
I was
going
about
to say?
to say, like, hopefully, whatever the new version of Bayonetta won't be so divisive for the competitive scene.
Yeah. I was going to say, oh well, I just beat the level. I was going to say that apparently when Sakurai knew that Bayonetta won the character poll, he was like, what the hell am I supposed to do in order to give her a proper moveset? So he basically like said, screw it, I'm just going to take her moveset from the actual Bayonetta games. Like he just like copied them straight up.
As you should.
From yeah. but unfortunately, considering how Platinum makes their action games, I think you can imagine why that was got things broken.
I've seen those competitive matches, like 0 to death combo. It's like, ooh.
Yeah. And the fact that you like Bayonetta can die within like kill people within like 30% of their next stock. Ah, jeez.
Yeah, that was some fights to watch. Just yeesh. Die immediately.
Yeah.
You were saying?
But I feel like people are too upset about it. It wasn't like Brawl Meta Knight where it's completely oppressive, in my opinion.
From what I've seen of the tier list, like he's the only one like in the SS tier or whatever.
Yeah. Any other characters you personally would like to see?
I was about to bring up like if Square Enix was to put another Final Fantasy character in that wasn't Cloud, who would you want to see?
A Final Fantasy character?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I don't want to see another Final Fantasy character. What I want to see is Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
That would actually be pretty cool.
The only reason that I know it'll never happen is, do you know that Nintendo owns Kingdom Hearts Lock, Stock, and Barrel, as in even the original characters?
Huh. Never knew about that.
Yeah, so Square Enix doesn't even own. They don't own anything in Kingdom Hearts. They only are allowed to make it because Disney's like, why would we have anyone else make it? That is literally the only thing that's tying Square Enix to Kingdom Hearts at the moment.
That is weird.
So, as much as I would love to see Sora from Kingdom Hearts, it'll never happen because of Disney.
Disney, you gluttonous business, you.
It's not like they just recently bought Fox or anything like that.
Or Marvel.
That was years ago, though.
Yeah, even so, it's just like, oof.
And Star Wars.
Oh, that too, yeah. Like, going back to the idea of Final Fantasy characters, like,
The reason I don't want another Final Fantasy character is because when it comes to third-party characters, I like to think of it as one character per franchise, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Cloud makes most sense, ultimately.
Yeah, as much to my annoyance. Like, it's like...
I know a lot of people hate on Cloud, but I honestly think, like, he was actually the first Final Fantasy character I got to play with, you know that? Like, his game was the first Final Fantasy I ever played.
Yeah, mine was 6.
Which makes sense, that's a really good game.
Yeah, but, like, I mean, I eventually did play the Steam port of Final Fantasy VII, thinking, like, okay, finally, I can see what...
Oh, no, that's a horrible port!
Oh, too late, I played to it, and, like...
Yeah.
I mean, in my opinion, like, I found it pretty enjoyable, all things considered. Like, I didn't really... Since I had no familiarity with, like, the PlayStation 1 or any other ports of the game, this was the only one I could really comment on, and for what it's worth, like, it was at least enjoyable, and I can kind of see why it's, like, regarded as well-liked.
Yeah. Although a lot of people would say the same for Final Fantasy X and Titus. Or Titus.
Never did play that game. Like, I don't know, it's just like, I want to see more, like, C Square put a little more interest in their retro Final Fantasy games.
What do you mean?
Like 6 and before.
I mean, they have Dissidia.
I mean, yeah, but that's more like a like fighters collection of their games. Like when it comes to like their past games, like they've had like going to Kingdom Hearts, they had like representatives from like 5, 6, 7, and or yeah, like no, sorry, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But then when it came to Kingdom Hearts 2, they didn't really do much with their like 1/6 character.
Well, the thing is, Kingdom Hearts has become much less about the crossover side of things and much more about the actual original characters side of things, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, I can understand why why they don't focus on the actual Final Fantasy side of things anymore. As for why it's Disney, it's fucking Disney. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunately.
Uh-huh.
As for original content that isn't Kingdom Hearts related, however, yeah, I agree that they really don't like focusing on their older content. They really like it's only Final Fantasy 7 and beyond, really.
Yeah, like from what I understand, in terms of the sales back in Japan, 4 was a hit, but 5 and 6 didn't quite hit the mark. So that's why.
Wait,
like,
5 and 6?
like, I think I remember at least 6 wasn't the most well regarded of the SNES Final Fantasy games.
That's ridiculous! 6 is one of the best Final Fantasies!
At least from what my brother told me, it didn't do so well.
I haven't played Final Fantasy 6, I will say that. But that is the one Final Fantasy besides 7 that I really, really want to play the most. So I'm actually really disappointed to hear that.
I mean, 6 was my intro. Like, I have Final Fantasy 3 for the SNES, aka 6, and like, so that was my introduction to the Final Fantasy series. Yeah, and I've gotten a lot of mileage out of that game. I've done like what 2 low-level runs through SNES port.
That's impressive.
I mean, it's not true low-level runs. Like, you can go ridiculous with if you know how to like min-max your levels in the like key parts of the game. But even so, like once you get to like the latter half of the game, once you have certain spells, the game just breaks so hard.
Can you tell me what time it is?
My end, it's 11:26.
11:26? Okay, we still have half an hour. But yeah, like, if we were to have another Square Enix character, I want it to be Sora, even though I know it'll never happen.
That would probably make the most sense, since he's a very, like, his combat is very it's very easy to translate, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Like, I can imagine how it would play out, too.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy, like any of the turn-based Final Fantasy games, like how do you interpret certain moves?
I mean, Cloud was super easy to translate. All you did was give him the... what's it called?
Buster Sword?
Not that. I mean, like, all his limit breaks.
It's just like in the retro, like the SNES days, like you didn't have all that kind of animation to play with, so there's a lot of interpretation to ask, like, what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. Amusingly, apparently, Sakurai at one point considered doing Bart's from Final Fantasy 3, I believe it was? 5. Okay. Do you remember where the secret exit is for this level? I can't remember.
Never played this game.
I'm trying to remember what the secret exit for this level was.
I think it's above you.
Yeah, I think it's above me too. I just not sure how to get up there.
I think you just need the cape and fly
Yeah,
up.
I might need the cape. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go grab the cape. Anyway, so, but yeah, what you said? Who did you say you wanted to see?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm like a Final Fantasy VI fan through and through, so like Terra is
Yeah.
probably the first choice in my mind.
I always like seeing new female fighters in Smash, so that's always a good choice.
Yeah, like either I guess Terra or Celeste. Like, yeah, they're gonna be again another sword user. What a shocker! But you can get some pretty interesting like ideas out of them, especially Terra. Like Smash Ball, morph powers. There you go.
I actually was debating on playing Final Fantasy VI immediately after Link to the Past, actually.
Right.
But I thought that's too long. I can't play all of that in one sitting, so oh well.
You probably would have by now begun. What was it like? The trek through Figaro Cave or whatever.
Like I said, never played it, so I have no idea what you're even talking about.
Wait, I thought you said you did play it.
No, Final Fantasy VII is the only one I ever played.
Oh, okay. That'll be interesting. Another blind run.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Like, most of my streams have been blind runs, if you haven't noticed.
Just haven't had the time to watch. I'm sorry.
It's cool.
Well, like Final Fantasy VI was like my jam growing up, so I could easily help you with that if you need it.
I might do it next Tuesday if you want.
Tuesday's gonna be retro streams. That's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm going to make Tuesday retro streams. I was actually considering on doing Super Metroid, but I was like, I kind of played through a majority of it already. I don't think it'd be fun seeing me play through it again.
Nice. It was fun playing Super Metroid for the first time. I think, yeah, the first time I played was like a year ago.
Really?
Yeah, like I got like that following Christmas a new 3DS, so I was able to get the SNES like eShop games.
Nice.
So the first one I got was Super Metroid. I'm thinking, okay, I need to see what the hubbub is about on this one.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt, and I'll be honest, I like Super Metroid a lot. But I can feel the retro elements in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, once I got past it, it was a very. I guess the issue is like once you know how wall jumping works and how annoying it is to pull it off, and once you have whatever that triple beam upgrade is, the Spazer.
Yeah.
Like after that, it kind of it mitigates a lot of the difficulties of the early on portions.
The problem is, I feel like the wall jump, there is like one portion where you have to wall jump though, and that kind of threw me off because I didn't know the timing for it.
I think it's more of an optional area if you go there, but like getting out is kind of like a requirement.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that's why I didn't. Like, I was like, when I played through Samus Returns, I was like, oh my god, this feels so much better.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I love Samus Returns. I listed it as one of my favorite games of last year, if you saw my tweet about that.
Oh, nice. I still have to finish it. Like, my brother eventually got a hold of the game and has given it back to me.
Oh, okay. It's not that long a game. I'm kind of surprised he's still playing it.
Well, I mean, like, he did finish it eventually, so I have to, like, try to pry it out of his hands.
I see. How old is your brother?
Older than me, 27.
Oh, okay. So he's like a year older than me, okay.
You're 26?
Yeah, I'm 26.
God damn it, you're my dad.
Ah! How old are you? 18?
25.
25?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm about to turn 26 next week, so...
Okay. Yeah, I'm older. I'm only older than you like 3 months.
So
anyway. Huh?
Oh, nothing. You said you thought my age was 18?
You sound very young.
I mean, I sound like a little kid right now.
Yes, you do. Why is there a child here? Someone want to pick up their child? I am glad you're not that young though, because like, I hate I recently had a really random experience going to GameStop. I went to GameStop because I just want to browse their used game section, and then there was just like these two kids who acted like they knew me and kept on saying, "Yo, this game is bad, am I right? Like did you know that Mario's gay?" And I was like, what the hell's wrong with these kids?
I'd probably just look at them and go, "What the hell is wrong with you two?"
Yeah. Like they were like 11-year-olds, just to clarify to say how old they are.
Jesus.
Yeah. I don't understand people raising their kids. They're letting the internet raise their kids, aren't they?
Probably.
Oh well. I think I'm actually 100%ing this game as I'm playing through this. I'm not even paying attention, and I'm just accidentally trying to 100% world right now.
Nice.
Ah.
Oh yeah, age differences. Like, I've had some interesting moments of people trying to figure out my age.
Like, how young do you look, out of curiosity?
I'm probably as young as you think I sound, like, in terms of how I look.
I see.
Here's, like, an interesting story. So, sorry, my brother's interrupting me. So there's, like, this one story where, after, like, a day of, like, volunteering with my first robotics, competition area, the person who was, like, basically my supervisor, came up to me and asked me, like, okay, I have to ask, like, what was your age? Like, sorry, this is personal. And I kind of knew where this was going, so I simply asked him, what do you think my age is? And I think he said something like, you're either 18 or 32.
32? What?
I don't know. And I simply just laughed and said, I'm 24, dude.
Wow, that's impressive.
I mean, I wasn't offended by that. It was just hilarious. Because, like, oh god, here's another story about my age. So, I think it was, like, back when I was 23, so, I'm at this, like, museum, like, Black History Museum kind of thing, and, I'm sort of browsing around with my mom, and later on, like, a high school tour bus shows up, so, obviously, field trip. And we're talking, like, you know, like junior, senior level tour here. So they're running around the museum while I'm sort of, like, on my own. And then as I'm, like, crossing through the stairs to the upper area, like, the teacher, like, comes up to me, like, she looks at me and is like, wait, are you part of this group? And I'm like, no.
What? Really? Wow. I have a funny. I kind of have a semi. It's only funny if you know who I am, but I'll tell it anyway. So I have a friend who looks way. I had a friend who looks way older than he actually was back when he was like 18. He looked like he was like 25 when he was 18, and when I was 18, I looked like I was 14.
Oh no.
So, okay, no, it's not as bad as you think. So basically, we were going to see the movie Dread, you know, which is rated R.
Uh-oh.
So we went to go see. So we went up to go buy tickets for it, and so when I went up to go buy a ticket, usually I always get like people saying, "Can I see your ID to check how old I am?" So like this one time, this one and only time, they never asked me for my ID, even though I still look like a 14-year-old. But when my friend who looks like 25 went up, they's like, "Can I have your license ID, please?" And we were like laughing about it since like apparently he looked younger than I did.
Oh my god.
So yeah, we were baffled.
Oh god, I have an interesting story about being ID'd. Like like when I was what was it, like 19 or something? Uh, I went to like this restaurant, uh, and like obviously I can't drink. I'm not legal of age at that point. So I simply asked them like what drink options they have, and the waiter immediately starts listing off their beers, and I'm like, I'm underage, sir.
Oh my god.
But then like a few years later, when I come back to that restaurant again, this time 22, and I
Uh-huh.
and I ask for an alcoholic drink, they don't card me. I'm like,
What? Oh
what
no.
is this place?
I'm sure, well, it's different people. Like, when they see different ages, you see different, ideas, I guess.
Like I'm either way older than my peer or way younger.
uh, hmm.
Like I surprised one of my like, coworker people at the foundry when I explained my age. Like I'm older than this guy by like a few months, but like their birthday was, or they look like what you imagine like a 25, 26-year old would look like.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a surprise. Like I feel young when when I'm around them. It's just like wow, we're almost the same age yet. They look appropriate for their age, but I don't.
I I feel exactly the same way because a lot of people say even though I'm 26, I still look young for my age, and people are still baffled by it sometimes. Like people, but that's kind of why I recently been just letting my hair grow out on, like growing out like some stubble, so people stop thinking me being like 17 or 18.
Ah,
But then my face gets all itchy and I have to shave it all off, and it's like, oh, excuse me, who left this kid here?
just imagine you going to the barber shop and then the barber is just like, oh, so they charge you for the like the under 18 price rather than the normal adult price.
I wouldn't mind.
It's like my barber shop has like an under 18 price, which is like $3 less than the normal adult price. So thankfully or not so thankfully, I haven't been mispriced with with that barber shop.
That's that quote unquote good.
Oh man, I could save $3 every 2 months.
Hey, $3 is a lot. You can buy a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards with that. Did I kill the mood by bringing up Yu-Gi-Oh?
Sorry, my brother distracted me again.
That's cool.
Did you play a trap card?
Let me check my pants.
Eh, wrong trap card.
Did you, were you around when, I pulled the wrong lever during one of the, levers at the beginning of A Link to the Past?
Was that the Rescue Zelda scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
So then I ended up, like, quoting a extensive Yzma line, and everyone's like, why do you know this movie so well?
I gotta watch that movie again.
It's such a good movie. It's so quotable, too.
Yeah, I'm a llama again. Wait.
Wait.
Picked up what we're talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about. Also, isn't this like that one level that most speedrunners use to create like recode the game into doing something different? I forgot what it was.
Oh, this game? Yeah, like the wrong warp trick.
Yeah, the wrong warp.
Have you seen Seth Bling's recent speedrun of that game?
Of this game?
Yeah, like he does a wrong warp in like 47 seconds.
I have not.
You might be able to pull it off if you're like, I don't think it's like super precise, but you kind of have to time like the last jump right properly.
Mm.
Like
I don't. Yeah.
sorry, I think it requires like turning a Chuckya into a coin, not a Chuckya, the football player into a coin, and having Yoshi and
Yeah, a charging chuck, but yes, I know what you're talking about.
what? Yeah, and having Yoshi and Mario pick up the coin at the same time.
Oh, I get it. Not sure how I would pull that off though, because I'm just like I'm not good at timing stuff. Like if you ever tried to see me do like a rhythm game, I suck at it. Whoa, okay, what the hell did I just do? I'm not sure if you saw what just happened, but
I'll see it
I
again
threw
on the stream.
yeah, I threw a shell through a
Oh
wall.
wow,
Yeah, I threw a shell through a wall. I don't know how that happened.
that's an awkward slope.
Anyway, so yeah, I don't think.
So you wouldn't play?
Yeah,
sorry.
No, go ahead. I was going to say I'm bad at rhythm games, even though I really like them.
So I shouldn't get you to play the Rhythm Heaven games then?
Dude, I have the Rhythm Heaven games. I have all of them.
Oh, nice.
It's just I'm really bad at them. I love them, but I'm bad.
Like, after listening to some of the Fever, kind of see how to keep up with the tempo of the songs. Like the trick is obviously the trick is to not use your eyes, it's to use your ears. That's the point of the rhythm games.
Well, yeah.
But like I can kind of see like how it can be easy to be thrown off. Like in Fever, there's like that rockets mini game.
Which one are you? I think I know which one you're talking about. Never mind, continue.
Yeah, the Wii version, the one with like the 4 rockets that have different timers.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like when I first saw that, I'm like, what? How do you keep up with this? How do you time the pinball, or not pinball, the bowling pin one?
Like, honestly, it's like you just need to you really just have to basically memorize the song into your head. And to be fair, the songs are really catchy enough for you to remember it, you know?
I mean, there was an easier trick, just like keep the beats, basically. Like
Yeah, basically, or keep the beat, as you say.
like with the continue with the rocket one, like all 4 rockets have the same like beat per measure. It's like 3 beats before you have to hit set them off or something like that. Like 1 beat that when they're revealed, 1 beat to pause, and then 1 beat to activate the rocket.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of rhythm, I should show you like one person's like 2-player, like one video where 2 players were doing the wrestling song.
You mean the one with the reporter?
Yeah, and they had some fun just messing around with that stage. Like they do try to play it seriously, but they spam.
Oh, let me guess. Like they were doing the poses as well, right?
Yes.
Oh God.
I laughed so hard watching that.
That is like that's still one of the most iconic songs from Rhythm Heaven though. So it's like once you hear that song so often, I think it's very easy to get a perfect on that stage.
Well, but was that true?
Yeah.
Just a heads up, you have about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the heads up. I'm not sure when I'm going to end the stream though, because like Mario doesn't really have a good stopping point, as it were.
Maybe like depending how soon the next castle is.
I guess that sounds about right.
Yeah, I've been watching the clips of the Rhythm Heaven games. Like, they're pretty catchy, put it simply.
I really like the ones in Heaven Fever that had the what's it called? Had the lyrics. I really like the ones with lyrics. Oh, dude, I need to show you this AMV of a song from Rhythm Heaven that featured the characters from Rhythm Heaven as if it was an anime.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I need to link this to you. So before you leave, let me link that to you.
Just post it on Twitter. I'll be sure to see it.
Yeah. I mean, I was going to link it to you on Discord, but sure. Ah!
Either works. But yeah, like, I guess if one of the lyrical songs, if I have to pick one of the lyrical songs from Heaven Fever, it'd probably be Remix 8.
Which one was that one again?
What was the name of it? It's the one. It's basically the one where all the stages are in sepia.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's a good one. I really like I think my favorite was 3, stage 3, Fever 3's,
I have to look
Remix
back at that
3's.
one.
Yeah.
Like I tend to re-listen to like Remix 8 and I guess Karate Man stage.
Everybody loves Remix 10 for some reason. I mean, it's a good song, I'm just
it's
saying.
the last one. It's like you gotta go with all the guns on that one.
Yeah.
Oh god, watching Remix 10 and then seeing them reuse the tutorial stage as one of their things, like wow, that is a dick move.
Yeah. No, the real dick move is thinking, oh, I'm done. Nope, I'm gonna fake you out. Nope, I'm not gonna
Twice.
fake you out again twice. By the way, okay, this is going to sound horrible, but have you ever seen the porn parody of that?
No, please no.
There's a porn parody of Remix 10. You're welcome.
I'm just gonna delete that.
How do you delete audio?
I'll try.
All right, this one, the one with the poison bubbles.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised that there's a porn version of Remix Heaven, but yeah.
Remix 10, but yeah. Oh god.
Those aren't poison bubbles. They're just an inkling off screen using the bubbler.
No, it's the bubble wand. I forgot what the bubble wand special is called now.
Right. Yeah.
What was it called again? I forget.
Yeah, I know what
The
you mean.
bubbler was the bubbler was the original
The shield.
Splatoons. Yeah, the shield.
Them dodging skills.
Couldn't dodge that one. Man. Okay. Well, that tells me a lot. Ah, shoot! I couldn't go into the door for some reason. Oh well.
I can't remember. The Donkey Kong games aren't on the SNES Classic, right?
Only the first one.
Right, okay.
Why?
I was just trying to remember.
I'd love to play 2 because that's the one I never played, and I apparently missed out on the best one, according to everybody.
I certainly enjoyed it. I never played 3, but, like, you can't really go wrong with 1 or 2.
I really like 3 a lot. That was actually the one I played the most.
Well, yeah, as much as I appreciate the art style of 1, the I guess cartoony monkeys don't really like gel well with the sort of realistic background sets, and the kind of like the use of the more lax style in 2 is much more appreciable. Like they still make it really good in terms of design.
Ah, shoot. Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, speaking of Donkey Kong Country 2, like I got that for the 3DS Virtual Console, and one thing I noticed is like you can basically like save state your files. And I'm thinking to myself like, huh, if I save state and never save and quit the lives I've accumulated, I wonder what would happen if I hold on to all of my lives, and by the end of the game I had like 50 lives.
I mean, like, old school Nintendo games, if you know them well enough, I don't think it's possible for you to, lose that many lives. I think you will accumulate plenty.
Well, in DKC2's case, like, you get a lot of lives early on, but they're a lot sparser later. obviously to like match difficulty, but since the later portions are also more difficult, like you can see the game over screen in those points.
Oh, by the way, I should point out, I have never seen a game over screen in a Mario game until Mario Sunshine.
Ha,
Yeah, I was that bad at it.
I've seen plenty of the game over screens in the Mario All Stars collection.
Really?
I mean, I was a kid back then, so it wasn't really all that great.
Fair enough.
Then again, I'm not really a huge Mario 1 player, so like if I were to play it again today, I'd probably still lose a lot.
Oh, I'm horrible at Mario 1. I haven't even touched Lost Levels. You know what? I take that back. The only 2 Mario games I have never played until recently were Sunshine and Lost Levels, because I knew I sucked at Lost Levels.
Yeah, the last time I played Lost Levels was like freshman or sophomore college, and like how can I put it? Like the game wasn't really designed with you having mushroom power-ups. Too much to dodge, and having just the double height as Mario kind of makes dodging a lot harder.
Yeah. I remember as a kid when I saw the purple poison mushrooms, like, ooh, that's going to give me poison powers. I was a special young lad.
Well, they gave you poison, all right.
Indeed. How much time do I have left? Can I get to the castle in time?
5 minutes.
I think I can get to the castle in time. Fuck it. I'm going to leave Yoshi.
That's the Mario World experience.
Abandoning Yoshi.
I mean, is he left, but did you leave him in?
I mean, I just left him to run off after I got hit.
I mean, he'll fend for himself.
Exactly. He knows how to take care of himself.
He's a yobby.
As I say this, I turn away my Mega Yarn Yoshi that's looking at me in disgust. Ah! Bullet Bill. I forgot this level had Bullet Bills.
Oh yeah, so expect me to post those like old Miiverse Link to the Past posts, since I don't feel worried about spoilers now.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I appreciate you withholding them.
Like, the one picture I showed you was the one that I knew didn't have any context, since you already got the whistle by that point. So I figured, hey, here's one that will have very little meaning. Decapitated heads everywhere.
I just saw that. It's like, what happened here?
Just
What kind of monster would do such a thing?
just like out of context, it looks like a horror show.
Yeah. Nope! I screwed up. I actually jumped into a pit.
Oh no.
You know what? That's a good way to end the stream. Why not?
Death.
Yeah, end with death. I mean, everything ends with death after all. That is the one universal constant in the world.
That in Texas.
Yep. Alright. Same for end the stream. Ryan, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Of course.
I'm not going to continue Super Mario World, but I might do Final Fantasy VI next week. Would you want to join me for that?
Of course, I can help you with that too.
Alright, cool. I'm not going to 100% that. When it comes to RPGs, only a certain set of RPGs I'm willing to.
If you try to 100% that, that would just be horrible. There's one character that just has the worst kind of grinding of all things.
Really now.
Yeah.
Alright. All right, I'm gonna be hanging up on my call once I get the end of stream music playing, though, Ryan. So I'll just catch you later, unless you want to plug yourself real fast before we end.
Again, don't really have a whole lot to plug to. Just I guess my Twitter. So like,
Well, yeah. Go ahead and link that in chat if you want.
sure. I guess 1 second.
All
There
right.
you go.
All right, so let me think. What's the schedule for this week? Friday, we are going to be continuing Trails of Cold Steel, finally. Sunday, we're probably going to be continuing more Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Next week, maybe Final Fantasy VI. I'll probably. Hopefully, Orion will also be there to help me out.
Very likely.
Very likely. All right, so until next time, insert link to the past related farewell now. You got anything good?
Fairies.
Yes, fairies. Good night, everybody.